If you're like me, you were not going to play Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. You looked at the graphics, and you see a game that looks ugly. And you think it's probably just a lazy Scrolls-like clone, and you say no thanks. I'm gonna play KCD2 instead. That's what I thought too, but the whole reason I'm making this video, a follow-up to my last Tainted Grail video, is the fact that I don't think I did the game justice. And I truly think this game is unbelievably worth playing. If you enjoy Scrolls-like games, or Fallout games, or anything like that, and if I can convince a single person to play this game, this video is worth it. Another reason this review is being made is that I haven't seen many reviewers express how remarkable it is this game is even, like, out and playable. To my knowledge, this game had a budget of $6 million based on its Kickstarter, and I want at least one review out there that can express how good this game is. From its music to its storytelling, this game truly reminds me of my first time playing New Vegas. I also feel the game industry should be celebrating this game more. All these streamers are talking about, and YouTubers are talking about how gaming is dead, and need more indies filled with passion and AA games, but yet all these people don't talk about Tainted Grail. It's like they don't care. They just don't know about it. And I truly believe it's a miracle this game ever got released. And I've been struggling to write this review again. Like, it's been hard. I've been writing, rewriting, the whole thing, man. Like, and ultimately, I'm not gonna be happy with whatever I write at the end of the day, as I'm still a novice at this stuff. Like, I only got 355 subscribers right now. I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube thing, and just know, I feel like Tainted Grail has been lost in the noise of the gaming industry. It may not be a masterpiece, but I think it's definitely worth your time and your money. And with that, I hope you enjoy my re-review of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Part of the game I really want to talk about is the soundtrack, made by this guy. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but he did a fantastic job in this soundtrack. It sounds so good, like a lot of Celtic throat singing type vibes. It's very unique, and you'll be hearing a lot of this as you play the game. There are games that aim to be revolutionary, and then there are games that aim to rekindle a familiar fire, to bring back a sense of immersion, mystery, and wonder that old RPGs used to deliver. Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon belongs squarely in that latter category. It doesn't try to refine the genre in many ways. It stumbles through its own ambition at times, but what it does do, and does incredibly well, is remind you why you fell in love with first-person RPGs in the first place. Like Skyrim, like Fallout, all those wonderful first-person RPGs. When you realize the budget this game was built on, it becomes all the more impressive. Set in the bleak world of Avalon, not the shining noble land of traditional Arthurian legend myth, but a land slowly dying, corrupted by the Wyrdness, which is a chaotic magical force. The game throws you into the post-collapse society where King Arthur is dead, and all sense of order is gone. The land is splintered between various factions, cults, and survivors, all clinging to the scraps of meaning in the world. You begin the game as a prisoner, a quite obvious nod to the Elder Scrolls games, and you're freed into the grim, ruined world where survival isn't just about strength, it's about understanding the strange, mystical, decaying remnants of a forgotten age. And you get King Arthur stuck in your brain. The story isn't spoon-fed to you like in other games. Instead, it lets you stumble through the crumbling ruins, haunted forests, and dungeons, gradually piercing together lore of this old world that used to thrive when King Arthur was alive. This environmental storytelling and ambiguous lore feels deliberate, and for fans of Morrowind, Dark Souls, or even KCD, it can feel deeply rewarding. The game definitely wears its influences on its sleeve. If you played the likes of Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, or even Skyrim, I think you feel right at home. The game offers exploration in first person with real-time melee and ranged combat, leveling, crafting, alchemy, skill trees, but don't expect AAA polish. As I mentioned before, to my knowledge, this game had a budget of $6 million. Maybe a bit more if you count the early access period of people buying it. But all these systems are a bit more rugged, a bit more low fantasy, with slower paced combat and tighter resource management. The game definitely feels Dark Souls inspired, As when you first step into the world, you will very easily be killed by anything. You get better by doing things in the world. And it's not like Fallout where you can just put all your points into strength and have an easy time. You have to earn each individual skill point as you play, because you're starting at 0 across the board. While the combat is its weakest feature, as it is in most action RPGs, it's serviceable, but far from elegant. Hit detection can feel off at times, animations are a bit stiff, enemy AI can be a bit wonky, but there's brutal weight with each encounter. You don't just swing wildly and win like in Skyrim, you actually have to plan each strike, as stamina management is extremely important. Like I said, you can't just swing willy-nilly. You will be punished if you swing wildly or dodge too often, as you'll be left vulnerable if your stamina runs out. So keep that in mind, stamina is your best friend and make sure you're always looking at it. I feel like where the gameplay really shines is the exploration atmosphere. Every ruin, twisted path, even through the weird infested forest you go through later on in the game, side quests, like, it all feels so well planned and put together. You'll encounter people who remember your decisions, even if you've forgotten them. Like, it's crazy. But the biggest strength of this game is, in fact, its setting. Its art direction leads into decay and hopelessness. Without feeling too dull, towns are battered but believable. Dungeons are dark and deadly. And it just creates a world that you know is on the brink of death, similar to Dark Souls. Like reality itself is fraying on the edges. You'll walk through mist-covered valleys where silence is deafening, or stumble across ancient altars where you can offer up animal parts to get rewards, or even be challenged by a god to hunt certain animals. There are many unique items and locations like this in the game that are really worth exploring and engaging with. You'll probably even stumble across a random temple that is filled with all these female monks that worship this goddess. Come to find out, they're all been corrupted and lost their minds, and you have to figure out what truly happened, and did their god abandon them. Probably one of my favorite encounters is you're just wandering around on the road and you come across this guy who says, "Beware of the queen, kill the queen," and you're just like, oh, that must mean I should go help the queen, surely? No, the queen is bad, and she's a bee. I won't say much more than that, as I don't want to spoil the questline, but it is very fun. And all these quests and encounters incorporate some sort of choice and consequence system. Do I help them? Do I not help them? Do I kill? Do I not kill? Like, that's like bare basic stuff, but some of these quests can go into real much deeper territories. A lot more philosophical thought and stuff. As I don't want to say too much, but I don't want to spoil it. Just get the game, play it, and you'll figure out what I'm talking about. Trust me. And like, this game is full of all these wacky quests and encounters. Like, this is just scratching the surface of what you can find in this game. NPCs, while not beautifully animated, are memorable. Voice acting varies. Some performances are really good, while others are amateur at best. And as you can tell, the game isn't perfect. But in my opinion, that's okay. This game more than makes up for it in a lot of aspects that I truly appreciate. The UI can feel clunky, there are bugs. I never had a crash, but I'm sure people's experiences may vary. Some features feel half implemented. Inventory management is actually pretty good, in my opinion. And there are systems like stealth that clearly need some more refinement. And the story pacing also fluctuates. Sometimes pulling you deep into a story, other times leaving you wandering for an hour unsure what to do next. None of these things ruin the experience for me. In fact, there's a kind of charm in the ambition over polish. It doesn't hold your hand. It asks you to pay attention, to accept a little jank, in exchange for something a bit more meaningful. When you take a step back and realize that this was built with a small indie team, with not even less than a fraction of a budget of most RPGs you play nowadays, where they're taking tens of millions of dollars to make games. It's not trying to be Witcher 3, it's not trying to be Skyrim. It's trying to be its own thing, embracing its limits while still delivering a compelling, content-rich experience. If you're the kind of player who values atmosphere, storytelling, and the joy of exploration over flawless combat or cinematic production values, Tainted Grail is absolutely worth your time. I feel like this type of game we rarely get anymore. An RPG with vision, guts, and heart. It may not be a masterpiece in the traditional sense, but in the industry overrun with safe, formulaic blockbusters, Fall of Avalon dares to be raw, weird, and deeply filled with passion. And that, in of itself, makes it something very special and in my eyes. The world is incredibly rich and atmospheric. The game has rewarding exploration, meaningful choices, also a wonderful and amazing soundtrack that I cannot stop playing on repeat, and fantastic art direction. It has an ambitious scope, such a small team, all the stuff I care about. If you care about games like as much as I do, please give this game a try. You will not regret it. This game is a beautiful mess. It's flawed, but it's unforgettable, and it's a must play. Thanks for watching my review of Tainted Grail. And if you watched this far, I just want to give you a big thanks. Like, you, sir, are a very awesome person. And if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. I'm so close to 500 subs. Like, please. I'll be genuine real quick. It's my dream to make, maybe not a living off YouTube, but have it as like a side hustle sort of thing. So if you enjoyed it, please help me reach that goal. Yeah, this game's awesome. I love it. And with that, I'll bid you guys adieu. Peace out.